Okay, welcome everyone to the Taylor School District Special Board Meeting of May 8th, 2024, where our mission statement is to educate, engage, and empower those we serve. And our vision statement is that we will be the innovative destination district where all succeed. Call to order at 6 p.m. Mr. Myers?
Here.
Mr. Thomas?
Here.
Mrs. Thomas? Here. Mrs. Schufelt will not be here. Mr. Wright?
Here.
Ms. Black is here. Mr. Heath?
Here.
There are 6 present. Would everybody please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, everyone. Okay. Do I need to stall, Jack?
Come on.
Everybody's here? Okay. Okay, we're gonna start off. This is gonna be a real quick meeting. We hope there is a band concert at the high school tonight. at
Wayne
6
County.
Oh, Wayne County Community College tonight. All right, we're gonna start out with our good news. And for, I don't know how many years in a row, we have really good news about our bus rodeo.
We do. So back in March, I started meeting with the transportation supervisors and they're like, hey, we need somebody to host a bus rodeo again. And I said, shoot, why not Taylor again? What could go wrong, right? So yeah, once we got further into it, I thought, oh boy, what we get into. But these guys, these ladies and gentlemen back here really helped out. They stepped up. But basically what the bus rodeo is, I gotta take my glasses off to read this. It's a competition between amongst drivers, testing the skills of the obstacle course comparable to the real driving world is basically what they do every day. It was established in 1987 and is presented, planned, and sponsored by the Michigan Association for Pupil Transportation, Wayne County RESA, the Wayne County Transportation Supervisors Association, and the Taylor School District Transportation. It's also held at the regional level, state level, and national level. And they are 13 events. And it's amazing. I've been to a few of them just as a spectator, but once you get behind the scenes, it is amazing how things come together and how they do it. There's 13 events. The first event they do is a written test and a vehicle inspection test prep. You answer questions from the Michigan Vehicle Code, CDL handbook, beginning and continuing school bus driver's course manual, and more. The next event is a railroad, and they drive up to the railroad. They verbalize how they stop at the railroad. You have to have it perfect or you lose points. The straight line is you get passenger side rear duels through tennis balls. So they set tennis balls up on each side. You got to run the dual wheels between them without hitting the tennis balls. The other event, diminishing clearance, it simulates driving between parked cars, which we seem to have a lot lately. The way you set it up is you have type stanchions and flags, and they're like 2 inches closer as you go. So you try to not to hit any. The serpentine, you have 3 barrels. You back between the first barrel and the second barrel, and then you back through the second barrel and the third barrel. The curb line is the next event. You pull as close to the curb without touching it. Let's see, offset alley, it determines the ability of the driver. The bus determines the ability to drive the bus through the 2 offset lanes with a minimum of hesitation and without touching the barriers. Let's see, elementary student pickup. You have to verbalize and perform 17 steps to a safe school bus stop. And then you have the left turn and the right turn. There are 2 plates on the ground, and when you go over them, you got to get your tire on or closest to the orange as possible. The last of the events, the backing or alley docking. You back into a space, get your bumpers close to the rear line without crossing it. The stop line, you get your front bumpers close to the line without crossing it, and then parallel parking. Taylor has been the host since 2017. Taylor has won first place in the team category in 2015, 2019, 2022, 2023, and now 2024. We had three Taylor drivers participate in the state competition last year: Mike Salisbury, Austin Lake, and Deshaun Craig. Drivers and monitor. So when we start setting it up, all the drivers and monitors, we showed up at 6 o'clock on Saturday. And we set everything up, you know, everybody started showing up about 7:30 for check-in, and that's when we start the testing. We want to thank all the volunteers. We have Danielle Burke, Wendy Burke, Tracy Hobbs, Crystal Puentz. Okay. Colleen Jadove, Gina McClure, Kathy O'Donnell, Lori Banks, Stephanie Bargert, and Susan Banks for their help behind the scenes. And they were amazing. Out of 55 there's 55 drivers from 7 different districts participating. 8 Taylor School drivers participated. We had Denise Armstrong, which is here, Sarah Carroll, Deshaun Craig, Sierra Hughes, Austin Lake, Brett Lawson Albright, Trisha Morgan, and Anna Myers. And actually Brett and Trish Morgan, this was their first time in the event. And they tried to have a practice prior to the event. Well, the weekend before we had rain, so we had to cancel. So everybody come in not knowing, and especially those two, because they've never seen it before. So I would like to congratulate all that participated, and a huge thanks to everyone to support the event and that helped putting it on together. A special thanks to Steve Woodworth, who we got out of retirement to help out, and we're pushing him towards next year. And also Barb Kronk for coming out of retirement. We did have, let's see, I don't think it's on here. You didn't put it on here, Nishan? Oh, I probably missed it. Okay, so Taylor kept first place. Yep, so we're gonna continue that. We got a spot for the plaque, so it can't go anywhere. And then we had two drivers finish in the top 5. We actually had 3 in the top 10. Anna Myers finished in the top 10. We had Sarah Carroll finish 4th place. And out of 750 total points, you get all your deductions. Deshaun Craig finished 1st. And it's the first time ever for the Taylor School District that we had somebody finish first. And he finished with a total of 615 points. Yeah, so the average is between 350 and 550, but he finished with 615 points. So,
Wow.
But I just want to thank them all. Congratulations. Thank you.
Can we get a picture up here of all of you? We can.
We'll fix the guy. Like line up right here. Good job. Good for you.
Not knowing the whole competition that he had himself.
Yeah, that's one back, let us know. I was there for a second.
You're fine. Stand right there. I don't know. We don't have to be in this. Nope, I'll be right here. We're good.
You all know?
Rapids.
Are you the only one going, or is? Well, good luck and keep us posted. Good job.
So cool. So you can come back when you win state.
That's right.
So. So thank you not only for what you do every day, guys, but for shining and letting people know what a great group of people you are. All right. Next thing on the agenda is number 4, Mr. Wright.
All right, we have item number 4, the revision/approval of the agenda, policy 0166. Is there a motion to approve the agenda as is?
Motion.
Motion by Mr. Myers. Is there support?
Support.
Is that Mrs. Thomas?
Yeah.
Support by Mrs. Thomas. Mr. Thomas.
Yes.
Mrs. Thomas.
Yes.
Ms. Shufeldt
Absent.
is absent. Mr. Wright is a yes. Ms. Block.
Yes.
Mr. Heed.
Yes.
Mr. Myers. That carries 6-0.
Okay, our discussion items for today. Construction contracts. And that is Mr. Gary.
Good evening. This is a first. I think I'm up here this quickly. So, and I'm actually here in person this time. So good to see you all. Gary Kent with Plant Moran Real Point here to present the general contractor services award recommendation for the summer renovation projects. In the packet, you'll see the Plant Moran Real Point award recommendation letter, the bid tabulation from the 3 proposals that were received, the collaborative, which is the architectural engineer for the project, their recommendation letter, and then the proposal from Braun Construction Company, which was the apparent low bidder. This letter is a combination effort between Plant Moran Real Point, the Taylor School District, and the architect, the collaborative group, in selection of a general contractor for the renovations at Helena Elementary, McDowell Elementary, and Myers Elementary Schools. On April 8th, actually, I'll go back in January is when this whole effort started. We actually interviewed with 2 architectural firms to design these projects. It was a quick turnaround with the consolidation efforts that were going on. So we started the design in January. Hats off to the architectural firm that they were able to expedite drawings in a very quick timeline. And on April 8th, we actually issued those documents and made them available to contractors. We posted an advertisement in the local newspaper as well as the State of Michigan website. And then a month later, on May 3rd, we received sealed electronic bid proposals from the 3 firms that are listed on the following pages. We conducted post-bid scope review meetings. We met with the general contractor to ensure. I don't know if that was a good thing or a bad thing, if it's like a, Jeopardy, like final. So we met with the general contractor, make sure all items were incorporated in their bid. There was a pretty big difference between their bid and the next 2 bids, roughly 900,000, but they ensured us that all the items were included in their bid proposal. Overall, the budget was lower than what the bids we received. We kind of expected a little bit of that just due to the bid timeline. We were typically you'd start designing these types of projects in March or April and then bid them out in the fall, so that you'd get more competitive pricing. Starting in January kind of put us in a bit of a crunch. A lot of contractors already have work on the books for the summer, so sometimes you'll get higher pricing due to that. So we did, receive higher pricing. One of the first conversations we had with the general contractor is, where can we look at reducing scope that wouldn't affect the overall product? So we're, if it's awarded, that's the first conversation we're going to have is, are there things that we can defer to later that would reduce the cost and get us better pricing the following year? I don't see this becoming an issue again in next summer's design cycle. No, we're starting to design earlier this year for the remaining schools. So the middle school and the remaining elementary schools. So when we bid it out this fall, we should get a lot better and more competitive pricing with the market. Overall, the award recommendation that we're bringing tonight is $7,986,955.72. Of that, the breakdown includes a base bid contract amount and accepted alternates of $6,301,852. The 3 alternates are listed below for $383,818, which is the Holland windows and doors. $270,105 for the roof at Myers, which is a partial roof replacement. And then also for $14,561 is the site fencing at Myers, which will secure that site. We included a owner contingency for any unforeseen items during construction of $329,078.72. If that amount isn't used, it would obviously be returned to the bond for future projects. But that's just a little safety net that we have in the back pocket in case things come up. General conditions, Braun proposed $266,046. Insurance payments and performance bonds is $123,427. And then their fee on the project is $298,046 for a total project award of Again, $7,986,955.72. On the following pages, you'll see the bid comparison summary, the collaborative recommendation letter, and then the proposal from Braun Construction. We did send a link to the board. I'm not sure if it got forwarded on to the board or not, but the overall proposal from Braun was like 50 megabytes, so it was too large to forward in just an email. So there is a link if the board wants to download that and evaluate it themselves. In this packet, you'll just see the high level points such as their project approach, the team, and their staffing methods. The three proposals we received were from Di Maria, Braun Construction Group, and City Contracting Group. Obviously, the low Braun Construction base bid amount was $6,989,371. Di Maria was at $7,874,843, and then City Contracting Group was $7,874,000 even. The next page, you'll see the recommendation from the collaborative group stating most of the same things, kind of a breakdown of what alternates were accepted and not accepted, and then ultimately the total cost of work at $7,657,877. Any questions? I'm assuming there'll probably be someone on this project. It's kind of a larger one as far as the award recommendation.
With being a late start for the construction season, is there any guaranteed / liquidated damages if they don't finish on schedule, or is there gonna be an issue getting materials?
So material lead times is an issue that we're looking at. Part of their clarifications in their bid were some of the long lead items such as doors and hardware, some of the mechanical items, and we said we'll work through them with the schedule so that it wouldn't affect occupancy, but those items would be installed on nights and weekends if they for some reason weren't able to come in on time. Part of the initial conversations are we are going to look at alternates that would still give us a nice finished product that might be cheaper and be faster to receive on site.
Are there any other comments or questions?
But I guess all said and done with the adjusted price, do we know? And maybe you don't know, maybe this isn't a question for you. How much of this is gonna have to be covered out of general fund, or is there contingencies in the bond of things we're not doing that's gonna cover portions of this?
Yeah, so the only project in here that initially was going to be covered out of the general fund was the addition in Holland. The way that the original bond language was written by the previous group was that there were no new additions at the elementary schools. The only new additions were going to be for the new high school. So we knew off the bat that that wasn't going to be included. The district set aside, I believe it was roughly $1.5 million estimated for that construction. You know, for new construction right now, we would say anywhere from $385 to $400 a square foot. The prices we received were over $600 a square foot just because of that. So the total breakdown from the general fund right now is $2,845,100. The bond would cover $5,141,855.
Okay.
Again, we're going to have conversations with Braun Construction Group and see what can we reduce. You know, are there different mechanical units we can install that meet the needs but are faster lead times and don't cost as much. Some of the costs might also be just because they're paying extra dollars to get those materials faster. So if we can find some that are more readily available, I think that can lower some costs.
Yeah, I'm curious. I know that we're gonna pay more for an accelerated schedule, but I don't want, or hope not to see is that we pay for the accelerated schedule and then it ends up being drawn out because of materials or something like that.
Yep. Yep, 100%. And that's kind of what we're working towards as well. You know, obviously they're starting late and a lot of these subcontractors probably already have work on the books for the summer. So it's, you know, our job to make sure that Braun's staying on top of tasks. And they gave us a pretty detailed breakdown of the schedule, and they right off the bat said, these are the items that we're worried will come in late, such as doors and hardware or mechanical. So they provide an alternate schedule for those that it could be installed on nights and weekends that wouldn't impact the kids. And we would just leave the existing, say, doors and hardware on until the new ones came in.
Perfect.
Now, after this is awarded, when do they believe they would mobilize on sites?
So they're looking to mobilize, we start the conversations with them to reduce costs immediately. They were hoping that we could probably have 1 to 2 meetings a week. Again, we would update the board and the district as those conversations come about to make sure that what we're doing is in line with what the district's vision is. Mobilization, they're looking to get on site as soon as schools let out for summer.
And then I know specifically at the Holland project, like that addition part is expected, and it's always been expected to take longer than that summer time frame. So will they have a plan in place to secure that site during when school resumes in the fall?
Yes, they're gonna have temp fencing up, I believe. It's one of the conversations we'll have to have is what was their plan for that, but they definitely will have to have some type of site. They might be able to have the shell up at that point, so it would be secure for kids to get on that site. They'll definitely have temporary doors up going from the building into that new addition. Obviously, there'll be break open doors should there be a fire or something like that, but they'll definitely have a plan in place. But that's one of the items they might actually get to jump on ahead of school letting out because they can get around the back and not disrupt anyone.
And then if this is awarded tonight, when does coordination, because I know like Jack's team starts school, I mean, they're clearing schools out. I know we have our furniture coming in this summer. There's a lot of movement, so are we also coordinating with our district's maintenance team to ensure that the projects that they have aligned for the summer are also not being disrupted? Because I know they have to like strip and wax floors, they have to make sure they're repairing the rooms that aren't being, renovated or touched. And so-
Yeah, that's one of the things that Jack and I actually met about was the move contractor would come in, because that's one of the questions we had was, do you have a preference if they come and remove the furniture at the beginning of the summer or towards the end? And Jack was like, well, sooner the better. So we're gonna have the move contractor come in as soon as they're available, move all the items out of the library into the new library, and then they'll go through the buildings and decommission all the existing furniture. And then we'll set up the new furniture to be installed in the fall, closer to when school starts, so that Jack and his team can get in, do what they need to do in the buildings, and then we'll leave it as clean as it can be until the new furniture arrives.
Are there any other questions or comments? Thank you, Gary.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, action items, Mr. Wright.
More discussion items? All right, so first up on action items, we have construction contracts policy 6320. It is recommended the Board of Education approve and award Braun Construction, the Taylor School District 2024 summer renovations project for the 2021 bond program, pending final review and approval by district's legal counsel. The total project award recommendation for the 2024 renovations at Holland Elementary, McDowell Elementary, and Myers Elementary is $7,986,955.72. Is there a motion?
Motion.
Motion by Mr. Myers. Is there support? Support by Mrs. Thomas.
No.
Ms. Schufel is absent. Mr. Wright is a yes. Ms. Block.
Yes.
Mr. Heath.
Yes.
Mr. Myers.
Yes.
Mr. Thomas. No. That carries 42.
Okay, next item on the agenda. Administrative, our district business items scheduled for next agenda. Wednesday, May 15th, 2024. We'll have good news. And also our student representatives will be from Holland Elementary. Next item, public comment put it away again. Thank you to all who are able to be here in person and online tonight. We understand the importance of continuing to keep you all informed and provide an opportunity for you to be heard. Tonight's audience participation will be for all who wish to speak, whether it be in person or online. We will begin with those in person. If you would like to address the board, please step up to the microphone and state your name and address for the record. After all those in person have had the opportunity to speak, that opportunity will be given to those online. Please take into consideration common courtesy and keep your comments to 3 minutes or less. We will provide and assist with timekeeping so that each speaker will be able to monitor their own time and know when to conclude, so all who wish to speak will have an equal opportunity to do so. If there are any questions at this meeting or by some other avenue, Superintendent Michael Wager or his designee will work on getting those answers in a timely manner. We will start with those in person. Nobody wants to speak? Okay. Are there any online? All right. Our next agenda item is board member comments. I think I already did mention that there is a band concert at Wayne County Community College tonight. So if you have about 4 minutes to get there on time, but I'm sure that you can, come late. It is a very nice concert. I went last year. Also, depending on, which calendar you look at, yesterday was Teacher Appreciation Day. This is Teacher Appreciation Week, and also it's Teacher Appreciation Month. So we'll just mention that and appreciate your teachers, guys. Are there any other comments?
Just thank you to the bus drivers for everything you guys do for the kids. And good luck at States. I appreciate you guys taking care of them.
Any other comments?
I will just throw out there, good luck as well. We're wishing you all a safe journey up to, is it Caledonia? Is that where it's at? All right. And then I just also want to shoot, thank you to the team that was working. I mean, from the elementary principals to the teachers, to Jack and his team, to all the stakeholders that have been a part of the Myers, Holland, and McDowell committees to get these projects to us so that we were able to actually get these started this summer. It was a lot of hours, lots of dedication from many, many people, feedback. Thank you to the collaborative for being absolutely amazing during those meetings. And it was a lot of productive conversations, a lot of how can we best serve our students in these schools with this transition. And so I just want to give a huge shout out to everybody that has been part of those in those buildings. And then I know we still have more going on right now.
You have a building coming down.
Yeah,
You have a building coming down.
Eureka Dale.
Yep.
Yeah, that one needs to be done.
No, I know, but it's coming down and it's really close.
But I just want to say thank you to all those individuals. It was a lot of dedicated time after school, before school, a lot of 7 a.m.s that I scheduled, and people were very upset. And so just want to give them a huge shout out.
Okay, anybody else? Okay, I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion.
Motion by Mr. Myers. Is there a second?
Second.
Who was first, guys? Huh? Okay. You can have it. All right, Mrs. Schufel is not here. Mr. Wright?
Yes.
Ms. Black is a yes. Mr. Heath?
Yes.
Mr. Myers?
Yes.
Mr. Thomas?
Yes.
Mrs. Thomas? Yes. Okay, that passes 6-0, and we will adjourn at 6:29. You have 1 minute to get to the band concert.